Y'all can record before. What up? What up?
Ooh, child.
How they doing?
Hmm. You.
Oh yeah.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes, look at it.
Got him! Got him! All righty. What up? What up? What up? This is Mr. Know-It-All, and this is Hood Talk with the lovely Miss Bella.
Hello, people.
Let's get it started. Go on, tell us the subject for the night, and let's get this thing started.
But listen, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube, Mr. Know It All on Facebook. And if you want to send him some love, there is the information. See right there, scroll that part.
That part.
But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing.
Don't talk cost 1 red cent.
It's free.
All right now.
But hey, on this subject tonight, I'm sure so many of us can relate or wonder, have concerns, but we want to know what makes your friend turn into your worst enemy?
Mm.
Uh-oh. We hear Mr. Know-It-All say he gonna tell us about it, let us know, hey, what make them do that type of thing?
It's a lot. It's a
We
lot.
here for it. We need to know.
Sometimes it's a little, but sometimes it's a lot.
But we're here for it. We need
All
to
right.
know.
All right. Okay.
So tell us, Mr. Know-It-All, what makes your friend turn into your worst enemy?
Well, uh, there go the first one.
Oh Lord, they didn't really like you in the first place. Uh-oh.
Some people didn't like you in the first place. What's up, Rhonda in his
Ain't
house?
about time. What's up, Rhonda?
Yeah,
Miss Andrews.
yeah. But I'm throwing up some good old pictures now. I'm thinking, yeah, bigger and better. Pow, pow. Yeah, but look out now. What's up, Shawanda in his house?
What's
Man,
up,
they
Chef?
can
How
write
you doing?
cursive on this thing. And look out now. I didn't even know I could write cursive on it.
Uh-huh.
See what my cursive looking like on this thing now. Got me all
Your
excited.
penmanship is good.
What's up, Tasha in his
What's
house?
up, Miss Owens? How you do?
Good. So, like I said, wasn't your friend in the first place. They
They
didn't
didn't like you in the first
really like
place.
in the first place. Sometimes people get in your life and you be wondering, how they even got there.
I know, right?
You be like, how we become friends again? Like
What was
just
the reason I even started chilling with you?
yeah,
Acting like you was a friend to me? I don't remember. I don't know.
yeah. And that can happen a lot. I mean, I remember, even back in the day. Um, but I think different stuff. I was talking to this dude today. He was a 22-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
and the man was saying some stuff. He was saying some stuff so raw, and wow, and it was a young white guy, and I was talking to him, and he was talking about how some of his people on the South Side, and he was just telling me how raw things have got now. He said, it got so raw. He said it's it's 13, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. He said, right now,
I didn't get that.
I,
Could you try again?
this is a good unreal story. I gotta figure out. I'm gonna turn this stuff off. But yeah, but yeah, he was telling me about how, just if he messed up, out here in the streets or whatever, if he messed around and tried to snitch or anything like this here, he said this dude's out there that he know personally that he could give them $1,500, $1,200, $1,500, and they'll come knock you out. That's just how much of life is worth out here to these youngsters now. $1,500. $1,500, $1,200 to $1,500, and somebody will come and pay you a visit.
Isn't that something?
And I said, wow. At least when I was coming up, it was like $5,000 or something. I mean, okay, but anyway.
So it's not worth that much. Life is less of value now. You get people for cheap. They on clearance.
People on clearance. That's why they finding people in these houses and stuff.
Right. They were on the clearance rack, baby.
Yeah, these folks been watching. I said these folks been watching Power and all these things. They think they can get away with it easy now.
Right. Well, true, don't you see?
Read that.
Miss Owen said, nosy people. I had a person add me on Facebook because of a guy who was commenting on my post. We started hanging out and she was spreading rumors on me. Oh, wow. People do that. And it's so sad. Let me tell you, if your man is on Facebook and if I comment under your man's post and you add me as a friend to watch me, you need help. Because you don't realize I'm not the only person your man is friends with, but hey, people do that. That's crazy.
Oh, and I'm gonna tell you on the opposite side, and I didn't see that happen a lot. Men knowing that you friends with that lady and they friend you, and
to watch and see what y'all saying.
Yeah, because I'm glad my page is more of an open book now, because back in the day, you kind of feel like, like say, because like people could tell if you was commenting on somebody's post, but they just don't know what you said sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because if you friends with somebody, sometimes when you comment on somebody's post, it'll actually say this person comment on this post.
Yeah.
So, I mean, before they got a little more advanced, where they stopped a lot of stuff that used to go on back in the day, because you could know when your friend would come in there. Well, you know what I'm saying? When your friend come in, they'll say your friend come in. Even now, if friends share a post, it would tell you your friends share a post if they your good friend.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's something else. It's something else. Yes.
I said, circle is super duper small now. No new friends. That part. You better not.
I say the same thing. I'd be like,
why do you want to be my friend? Do I know you?
Yeah, I have friends on Facebook, but I don't have new friends around in my circle that I move around with, because, I'm a big component of, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. If you happy and you got your circle around you and you don't have drama and you don't have that see, when you had the wrong friends around you. When your name start getting slung in the mud, you start getting a little drama around you, and somebody's trying to talk your business around you, and you don't know who it is. And it's like anything, it'll find out, because a lot of fake stuff around you. It comes back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody will come back to you and say, your partner said this and said that about you. You know what I'm saying? So
they say your partner.
Yeah, But see, I guess a lot of people, when they think people your partner, they might think, oh, okay, somebody you hung out with years ago, or old friends, or this and that. Because one thing I can say, the group I got around me in 2022,
Is it better?
man.
Hey, let me tell you. Look, I remember.
I
I remember back in
don't
the
hear my
day.
name nowhere.
Man, back in the day, it used to be so many people pull up screenshots on your tail. They're like, "Oh, I saved this message from 3 years ago. I got you." I'm like, dude, what is going on?
Hey, I had all kind of drama, man. I'm talking about what?
But you kept your composure with it. But it was just funny, It's funny.
Yeah,
You
but
don't know the ulterior motive of people becoming your friend on Facebook.
yeah,
It may be somebody but then again, you don't know if that's that person because there's so many fake pages. They are trying pretend to be that person or whatever. So
yeah.
it is what it is. With Tasha, circle so small, no new friends.
Let me tell you. Look, my circle's so small. Look. I put it this way. I can bust a block and make it to all my partner's houses. I can stop at all my partner's houses in 20 minutes. So it ain't. But to me, I will always have some of them, them other friends, even though we ain't close, because friendship is different sometimes. You know what
It
I'm saying?
is.
And it's not always the same in a what's name. Let me see. I wanted to get into this before I get into. Let me hold on. I knew it was one. Oh, hold on. Let me do this before I get into that because I see something I want to talk about. They make it. And that's what this is. Read that.
Seasonal friends, it was not meant for them to ride it out with you.
Yeah. And see, that's when I get that from when I used to listen to women sometimes, and they be talking about um, they was just here for a season, for not for a long time like that.
But listen, a lot of times we have to realize
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I knew it was gonna do it.
can you keep her quiet, please? Thank you.
I'm trying.
Timer. But look, a lot of times people talk about seasonal friends,
Yeah,
but it has to happen for a reason.
yeah,
People are placed in our lives for a reason. Sometimes we say it's just seasonal. It is seasonal, it's for a temporary time, but for a reason for you to understand the situation or what's going to happen or what you go through and experience with this person. It's a reason. So all the time, I don't count everything bad karma or bad situations or anything just always negative because this person was in my life just temporary.
right,
I take it as a reason. I had to grow in this area,
right,
grow on dealing with this situation with these type of people. So I just try to take the positive out of everything because if you don't, you'll turn into a bitter old soul around here. You wouldn't trust nobody, wouldn't deal with nobody. You'd be such a loner. But I don't think it's nothing wrong with people fellowship with each other. But hey, there's a season and a reason. So you here for a reason. Thank you. So bye. Your time has expired.
yeah. So I think there's a I think because like
Too
I
much
think in different
business. You okay?
I think in different eras of your life, kind of how you made friends. Like I remember, coming up in the game banging days. Yeah, certain
The
friends.
what? Them days what?
No,
Okay,
I'm coming
go
out
ahead.
game banging days. When I
Okay,
say
during that time.
just shoot 'em out, boom, boom, boom days. When
Hmm.
um, when they used to play that music, colors, and all that old type of stuff. It was a lot of old school stuff, but it was a lot of you know the type of friends that you had it was for survival. You know what I'm saying? It was like you knew dudes and they knew you because of similar interests. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay, yeah.
Certain neighborhood, certain flag, like it's dudes right now still be throwing up, you know, I see dudes, in their 50s and only thing that I think about sometimes, when you get older and sometimes we get so stuck in our ways sometimes and I hate to see, you know, a OG or something, throwing up a gang sign with their son because you want your son to be
You
better.
introducing them.
You want your son to be better than you. And if you introduce him in something like that and he die, because you should know how much stuff you went through when you was in this type of thing that you wouldn't want to, put it on, your child under you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't even realize, just like when you go to LA and other cultures, when the people's heavily gang banging and they go to jail and the child go to jail and then the grandfather and it's trickle down respect. What you would think somebody would try to break the chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, I think um, I think it's time for us as a people to break this chain of a cycle of going through the same thing. I would never wish my child or anybody around me to go through half the things I went through.
Well, that's a good thing.
Okay, go ahead with the
Tasha
topic.
said those are not friends, just people put in your life for different purposes. I wouldn't invite those club hoppers I used to hang with to one of my life changing events. Right. Look, they don't need to know. She said vice versa. I didn't expect to be invited to weddings and baby showers. I was only invited to parties because I was a fun girl. Okay.
Yeah.
They knew you were like kind of the life of the party, probably type of thing.
Yeah. And I think all of us go through that because I felt like everybody sometimes would feel like, okay, they just inviting you over here. What you entertainment or something? You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Like,
much
yeah, they know you gonna wild out or you gonna talk shit or
all that.
bring people with you or whatever. But
Like me, they know I'm gonna bring a crowd with me and I'm gonna turn up and have me a good time. So I'm invited. And
and
I'm
I'm
inviting everybody.
and I done made a couple weddings, but I'm sorry I missed a couple weddings because one thing I try to do, around here is people that invite me to places, I try to go because that mean they really, cherish you in their life a little ways. You know what I'm saying? That they will
Yeah.
pick up the phone and call you and want you to come to a special event of
To
theirs.
be a part of their celebration or something.
So, shouts out to my boy Marcus that got married this year. I wasn't able to go to his wedding.
Why not? What were you doing?
Um, what happened when he invited me, it was far off. It was a little
Oh,
far off. And when it slid up on me, how people be like, oh, it's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. And then, when stuff happened on Saturdays or something like that, it's so much stuff you're doing, and then by time Joker told me about it, it was, you know what I'm saying, the next day.
It was already.
It was already over.
Okay, well, you got to work on that. Do better in being a part of a celebration like that, somebody inviting you.
Oh,
They
yeah.
know that you will probably give good insight and show up and have a good time.
Yeah.
Help them celebrate well.
So, I just
You know, a lot of times my calendar be so full. Like, I don't know why at the end of the year, there are so many people I know that have birthdays. My calendar is just full for the next few months. You know, just like full, like all these celebrations. But I try to at least show up.
man be
If
full
I don't
right,
stay long
man be full right around the summer.
around the summer, okay.
Around
Right
the,
now, this time and next month is just full. My schedule is just busy.
shouts out to all my August born guys, my September, my June, July guys. Whoop, whoop. Okay.
Okay. It's always a Leo season.
Yeah, but I got a bunch of Virgos around too. Virgos and what that is, a Cancer.
July?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought Cancer is June, man.
The end of June to July.
What's that come right before Cancer? Gemini.
Yep. Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini's too. Yeah, Gemini.
I don't know one Gemini.
Man, you know what? I done met more. You know, I met different people. Just like I didn't even know I knew that many Scorpion dudes until you know. But they're a little younger than me. But they, you know, they like my partner nephew. They always be around. But I just didn't know all of them was, you know. So, shouts out to them Scorpios and all that too.
Boo, whatever. Okay.
It is Sagittarius season. Carry on. I don't know. Look. I don't know.
How's your birthday soon? Let us know. When's your birthday?
Look, I don't even know too many Sagittarius. My baby mama was Sagittarius, and I was kind of trying to forget all Sagittarius.
Wait a minute now. You can't hold all the queens against what you went through. Save yourself. You wrong for that.
I know I might be wrong for that. I was like,
over that. Don't do that to them.
Oh, she said, yeah, is that Sagittarius?
Yeah, because next after that is Capricorn.
Yeah. Man, these things coming around quick, ain't it?
Man, the year is almost over with. Do you hear me? 2022 is almost
years old. Yeah, you can't wait on your birthday.
It's what's up.
Can't wait on her birthday. She's not B42.
Josh already said I'm turning up. Turn up.
Oh, it's Sagittarius season, so it's already turn up time. Okay. Boom. All right. Read that one. This is gonna be a heavy one here.
Can anyone change on you, even your loved ones? Y'all, what you mean? Can they? You mean when they? When they change on you, how do you handle that? That's the question.
You know what? I think that's part of the reason that makes a man or makes anybody a little more dangerous or a little more distrustworthy is how you was raised and how you feel like people around you is loyal or not loyal to you. Because like I remember a couple of things in my life, you know, a couple people said certain things to me that made me feel like if they change on me, anybody will change on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I felt I felt like, when you got people close to you that'll change on you, it kind of messes you up a little bit
Yeah,
because
put you in a whole different perspective.
you don't realize um how much that somebody will change on
That's true.
you. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that just it's a tough. You ever had somebody very, very close, switch up on you?
Man, yes.
I think that's the worst kind of feeling.
Oh, it's so hurtful. It's so hurtful.
You know, the worst thing about it, somebody that you feel like really down with you, and and um and you didn't see it coming. You felt blindsided. And I think that's the worst part about somebody changing on you. Sometimes you feel like that it wasn't warranted. Sometimes somebody change on you, be like, why? Why out of all this time?
Right. What happened now if nothing changed to what we were dealing with as people between the two of us?
I'm gonna tell you,
So what happened now to make you all the way go left
I
on
got,
me?
I got a story. I remember one time that a friend changed on me, and um, matter of fact, I entered. I introduced them into my couple of friends, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a double change on me. Like one of my friends that had been my friends for the longest, like both of them had been my friends, but they
Mm-hmm.
didn't know each other.
Right.
So it's like I introduced one to another,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of the friends tell me that my other friend had been a better friend to them than I ever was, and they became friends. I mean, good friends, and like this here, and I was like, oh wow,
Oh wow. They
right,
verbally said it out their mouth.
right. No, 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 not they. I mean, one person, the one,
Well, I'm just saying that person
yeah,
said it verbally
person
out their
said,
mouth.
yeah, said that, and then I kind of look back and like, wow, okay, but I think sometimes when people ain't getting what they want, and say you
And that's
introduce
that's
them,
what it is. You
you,
hit the nail on the head.
you introduce them to somebody else, and they give them that little bit of thing that they
That
thought
little time. So
you
we've been
should
friends all
have,
this
right,
time.
and they've been
This
friends with
person better in
with
6 months
another
than I
motherfucker.
ever been over 20 years.
Man, that's some shit.
Isn't it?
Yeah, man. And I was like, wow. So, I mean, people change on you, man, and you don't never you might never see it coming. But you know what that learned me is,
What it taught you.
yeah, what it taught me is stay down with the people that you know down with you. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them people, even then I felt like, okay, you might have been friends with this person a long time, but did they really show you a real type of friendship? Or they wanted something from you and maybe you never gave them what they wanted. And
Right.
then, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people just don't click with, how they say oil and water. Some people
Right. It
just,
doesn't mix.
it just don't mix because if you two different people, say if I don't smoke and somebody else smokes cigarettes. So they might go around another person because they smoke cigarettes and they feel like it's a better connection because they passing a cigarette between each other. They might feel more friendly towards each other than you. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like a
Yeah.
person that drinks. Like he might find another person, even if y'all been friends, he find them another drinking partner now. This is my good friend now. Because they are more compatible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just look at it as, maybe that was a way to pull both of them friends away where I could, move on,
Focus on your potentials,
focus
on your goals.
on my goals and my friends and truer friends that's really down with you. And I think in this last couple of years, I really have narrowed my thing down to knowing who my real friends are and who they not, and and knowing associates from friends, and you know knowing everybody. Steve Harvey said something interesting to me the other day. He was talking and he said, you know, to know if you got a real friend, tell tell call up call up a couple friends and say, hey, I ain't got no I need to get to work. My car went down. I need to ride to work for the rest of this week for 4 days and see what they say. And he said, a real friend, they will come through. They will make that sacrifice and come through for you on certain things. But you will see how many friends that you really, would not what's name. Don't even worry about them right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You will see how many real friends that you really got.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
You
something
really
else.
would.
Yep.
You really would.
So, I just look at stuff like that and it just it's something else. Uh-oh, new one.
They knew too much about you. I ain't gonna even lie. Let me just be honest.
Go ahead. Honest day. Go ahead. Shoot it.
Having a friend that y'all been rocking and rolling for a long time, they know all your good secrets, all this good stuff that probably could incriminate you.
They know the bad too.
The good and the bad.
Yeah.
So when this person decides to go left from you, your whole thought is, what will this person try to do to ruin me? And that makes you not trust a new person at all, anybody else. No, I will never do this again. It's a learning experience. I've been there. Been there. They know too much about you. They know your moves, how you rock, how you roll. And that may stem from the beginning thought you said that they didn't even really like you anyway.
Right.
They always had a back mindset vendetta against you. They didn't care nothing about you. They was inside like hating on you from the beginning, and you're thinking like we rocking and rolling hard, like this is my real friend.
Yeah.
They didn't care nothing about you anyway. They always didn't like you, are just envious of you for no reason. What are you jealous of? We rocking the same way.
You can think you rocking the same way.
Well, yeah, you're right.
You will learn real quick that
Yeah, you do.
it ain't the same. You
It's
learn
not the same.
real quick.
That's the most terrible situation to be in. A person that know all your personal information, everything about you, because you've entrusted in this person 20 years.
They
No problems.
know your debit card number.
All of that. All of that. You know my bank information. You've been to my house. You know how to get in my house. All my hidden secrets to get in there. All of that. You know everything.
You know the worst thing about me? I don't never give out them type of secrets. They might know what my house is, but they don't know how to get in this thing. They don't know what's going on inside this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like every now and then you find a special friend that you can kind of, tell it all, and it feels genuine, and this stuff is locked in forever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I got friends, and I don't even call them friends no more. These my brothers. These my brothers. This is not friends. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like some of my dudes that I've been rocking with, man, they know if they call, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with them. It's no doubt they gonna be there. If I call whoop de whoop, I know he coming. If I call whoop de whoop, I know he coming.
So you got 2 whoop de whoops.
If I'm 50 miles down on the side of the road, or I'm in another state and I call them, they coming. And how many people can say they know people that will get out of bed for them and make sure they show up?
I'm thinking.
So
we need those kind of friends. That's the friends we need to work on. Those kind,
right? Because if you ain't got them,
if I call you in the middle of the night, you don't answer because you're looking like, oh, the time. Oh no, I don't need that.
Or if they answer and they tell you they can't come.
That part.
Now that's the worst
you don't
part.
have that.
Majoka not answering. I can't blame Majoka not answering, but I can blame Majoka that answer and don't show up. And tell you, it's people that'll tell you, okay, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm gonna go right back to sleep.
If I get the person to answer, there are few I can get to answer. If they answer, they coming.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
That's when you got real friends.
Yeah. I mean, even people, if you don't talk to them every day, if you missed a couple of days or a week or so and you show up and it's still the same genuine friendship, love, and all that, it's different. Yeah. That's really true and real.
We got another one up there.
You thought you knew who they were, but didn't. Right. That's my circumstance. What I was just telling you about. I thought I knew this person. You know, I'm openly sharing everything. Thought I knew this person and didn't. I didn't know how vindictive you were. You know, it's sad. Mm-hmm. They be your worst enemy. So now it has taught me something. I have learned different and I move different. Just like anything else in life that we deal with, a lot of things we go through, hurt, pain, and we try and hold on to these things to make us make decisions on what we move forward with. And friendship is one of those things. I move different now. Circle so small you can barely see it. Hey, Dot. Hey, Dot. That's all I got.
Like I said, thought you knew who they was, but a lot of people you don't know.
You don't know.
You might swear you do, but you don't.
You don't know.
Right. This is a hard one for people to think about. This one.
They grew up with you and became a friend and didn't earn your friendship.
See, people don't realize a lot of people that grow up in your neighborhood, stuff like that.
Yeah, you feel like y'all friends and you're not.
Right. And they always might have had some against you. Always.
You don't even know.
I mean, because why would they come up and say, you know what, I don't even like you? Like how many people look, how many people do that? And you know what? One thing I can say, being out in the street, I done had dudes come up and say, hey man, you know, I don't really like you, but I respect you. So that was more better and it was honest. And I would rather have an honest person telling me they don't, you know, like me, but they respect me, than to have a joker sneaking around me and playing like they like me.
And, pretending.
And don't like me. And all around me being a snake, being that whisperer. You know, everybody that had a whisper in the camp.
Yeah.
What's the name said? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
everybody done had that whisper around them today. Wow, what is whisper coming from? I keep hearing stuff about me, but I'm not seeing who actually saying it. But if you pay attention, you will find out who really whispering about you. You know what I'm saying?
Tasha said, just become different when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Everybody don't move the same.
Right. Yeah. Oh, there go another one. Got a new one up.
As you get older, you can see your real friends from pretend friends.
What's the thing about that one?
Yeah. Because as you get older, you go through life changes and experiences so you can identify it better. Sometimes our heart leads us wrong. We don't always know the answer.
Right. And I guess when you're young, you accept a lot of people, and when you get older, you kind of realize, you know what? I don't deserve people who really don't like me around me in my space. You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't.
And,
You're not
and,
telling what they would do.
and only thing about youngsters these days, they so outspoken with it. I think that's had a lot of drama happen with them because I was around, thinking about a youngster the other day and just listening to him, and he was like, how you fake motherfucker ain't been around here, ain't came visiting this and that and all of that. See, a lot of people now would just tell folks, kinfolk or whatever, just tell them what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I
Hmm.
remember when I grew up, people just kind of kept stuff themselves. If they didn't like a person, they kind of kept it to themselves. If they thought a person wasn't there, they just kept it to themselves. But
Yeah.
a lot of people kind of tell how they feel these days, and I don't know if it's a real good thing or it's just it's in the middle. Got a new one.
You met them when you wasn't, you know?
You now.
Okay. So you're different now because you grew up.
Right.
So you met them early in life.
Yeah, you met them early, and as let me hit the next one so you get it because it was a two
So
part.
when you change, you lose friends.
Right,
Right. Just so say, for instance, you met a person when you were rocking a certain type of way.
right,
So they know you that way. So when they address you, when you're moving forward and trying to do something better, they always bring up what you used to do. Please do this. Please do that. Oh, you rock like this. So they're stuck in your past, and but you move past it.
yeah. Or you know, sometimes you would think sometimes people don't. Um, I think sometimes people don't really know you. Like sometimes it'll feel like you change. But like if people wasn't really close to you, they really don't know you. Sometimes people think they know you a certain kind of way. They really don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking the other day, I was talking to my friend on the phone, and we were back and forth, and I know he's peeking in now. I seen him peeking in. And we was talking back and forth, and sometimes it get to the point where it be like he'll say something like, back in the day when we grew up, I know you know, and then I just had to just remind him, hey man, we didn't stay in the same. We might have went to school together, this and that, but we didn't stay in the same neighborhood. We really ain't seen each other, and we never really hung out. Never, really seen each other maybe 2-3 times in the last 20-25 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like sometimes people can feel like time stay still. You know what I'm saying? Like this person I knew right then, and you gonna always be this person, and that's how we get messed up. Like that's how we get messed up, even with some loved ones. Like you might feel like they the same person I left 30, 20 years ago, and they done had 4 children in and out of 10 relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
realize you change over the years, you do different things, you done moved here, you done moved there. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people wouldn't even know. Sometimes that I done stayed in Pearl, I done stayed in Clinton, I done stayed in Canton, I done stayed all over Jackson. A lot of people feel like wherever you from there forever. Like a joke saying I'm from Varnish, and they might have stayed in Varnish in 4 years, but they've been everywhere else the last last 20. It's just like when somebody say, "Oh yeah, I'm from Detroit,"
Right.
and you ask them, "When the last time you been to Detroit?" When I was 5. You know what I'm saying? You be like,
right.
So I mean, like, man, if you ain't been to Detroit since 5, man, you ain't even from Detroit no more, man. You from
I know.
wherever you were raised
Mississippi.
from. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, sometimes we can get into that era and we think one thing, and we just got to realize that it's a lot of us. We friends, and we need. Sometimes you got to get back to knowing who this person are. Who this person is, because a person can. These days a person can do 10 years in jail and get out, and you see him and you think he the same person that you knew from 14 years ago, and this man had killed 15 people. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying though.
Yeah, when you change, you lose friends.
Read Rubin while I'm.
The Rubin said everything in life evolves, but your blueprint remained the same.
I don't know. Sometimes when you tear down a house and rebuilding another house, I mean the blueprint is different. So to say a person blueprint is the same, okay, how did Jeffrey Dahmer start off? He started off killing frogs and stuff.
And dog.
His blueprint changed when he started eating people.
He got bigger. He said, "I want some big meat for
watched
dinner."
the whole series, and I said there was an innocent dude that was just, his dad introduced him to dead rodents and stuff around the place, and he liked dissecting rodents and stuff like that. And as he growed older, he changed to because see, we can say life evolved, but sometimes people evolve to totally different people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because guess what? And I can prove this because you can sit up here and say it like this here. How many times you seen a mama and say, "Yeah, that's my baby." You talking about the one that just killed 15 people? That's your baby?
Yep.
You talking about the one that did that drive-by? That one robbed. Oh, he wouldn't let a fly. He wouldn't do this.
He ain't gonna kill nobody, but he'll rob them.
Yeah.
That lady said that on the news one time. She said, "I know my son will rob you, but he ain't gonna kill you."
So
no,
I mean,
you don't know your son.
Sometimes people don't realize, okay, I'm gonna do this. A worm climbing up a tree. He's just a worm. His blueprint is a worm. But he goes up a tree and he stops. Then he changes into a butterfly. What is he now? He's flying. So ain't he totally different than what he was? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, being evolved ain't always a good evolve. It's sometimes a different evolve. It's sometimes totally different. Because how many times people will say, "Oh, I don't know that person. I never knew that when somebody go kill his whole family. I never know he was capable of stuff like that." So, we can always say, like I always say, you can always feel like that you're not something, but everybody has a breaking point. I was looking at a movie and thing the other day, and it was just showing how anybody can be changed from who they are to a whole different person.
Right.
Sometimes by hanging out with the wrong friends, being around the wrong individual, taking drugs. I mean, whatever it is, you can change to what you was to something new.
Yeah. Anybody can do that.
Right. Boom. What that new one say?
The people that drew you together, not there anymore.
Okay. And and um and when I say about the people that drew you together, not there anymore, sometimes people can come together as friends because say you friends with this dude, but the reason you became friend with this dude because you were dating his sister. And
Right.
now when you stop dating his sister, now y'all not friends. Sister don't want you around, so she tell him don't bring him around no more. Whoop de whoop de whoop. So now the family don't want you around because now she dating somebody else. So sometimes you can be a friend and you can feel like this here, but if the person that brings you together not there no more, sometimes it shares all that stuff.
But it wasn't real anyway.
It's not the thing of being real or not. You can really have a good friend that was not, but then you got to think about their loyalty to their family or
To
something
their
like that,
family.
and they had to let you go because of loyalty to their family or to another friend or somebody that's more important into their life. So that's why you always have. When they say broken families, when a man he's trying to stay closer to his children or whatever, and when the lady start dating somebody different, boom, that dude might come in and say, "Hey man, you can't come around here. You got to call for you show up. Ain't no popping up." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people done lost their life by popping up at women houses and they got new boyfriends and then dude don't play that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, he think you trying to hunch. Or you trying to, the kid ain't there, and he like, "How long? Why you come over here? The kid ain't here." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all kind of stuff that could go down and go wrong with it. Read a little
Right.
bit.
Reuben said he started the way he ended. The principles you learn at an early age has a profound effect on life.
And only way I can say you're gonna start when you end is how they say you start off in Pampers and you're gonna end up in Pampers. You got to be an old man to say you start when you ended it because I didn't start with gunshot wounds, stab wounds.
You went through life experiences,
Right. So
the life you chose.
ain't no way you can end exactly where you started because it's just like running a marathon. The end ain't never when you started it most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like life.
What you mean?
Why? No, I'm saying why would you run a race? No, I'm saying like life. Why would you run a race that gonna put you back at the same place you started from?
That be the end zone. What you mean? We can't compare that to a
No,
race.
you said the end zone. No, I'm saying even at football, if you start off at one side of the field, if you're gonna score a touchdown, you got to go all the way to the other end of the field to score a touchdown. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. But
But
you caught the punt at that end zone or the other end zone?
Well, you got to go to the opposite end zone to actually score and win the game.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
it's not where, when we saying about start and ending, like, how they say, a lot of people start out by themselves and they end up with somebody, and then maybe with somebody by their side or whatever. But they always say, oh, you start off alone, you start off with your mama or whatever. You it, at the end, sometimes that ain't around. And these days, stuff going so bad that the children are dying before the
Parents,
parents. So.
like God rest the
But
little
I
young
do,
boy's soul that was killed
but
at
I
Bakersfield
do, I
side.
do,
This
I
type
do, I do feel like one thing he said is right though. The principles you learn at an early age will have a profound effect on your life.
It will.
Yep. Hey man. You talking about Donald? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how he started, how he ended. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and I remember. I remember. Oh, I remember the good. Let me see, the Good Nurse, the movie, The Good Nurse, and I remember when the dude that was the nurse that was killing patients, and they said, why you killing patients?" And the only thing he could say, because didn't nobody stop me.
Well,
So sometimes what people don't even realize. I think a lot of people don't realize how evil, how different this life is. Sometimes, we always think that the world is good and the world is, a certain kind of way, but it's not. It's an evil world. It's a cruel world, and long as we try to make it butterflies and ice creams and all
did
this
you
stuff,
say butterflies and ice cream?
we're gonna always fall short because we not seeing the world for what it is. We see the world what we think it should be.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Or what we expected, expect from the world.
Okay, we finna start getting deep, so you might well come on because the next ones after this gonna be deep.
When there's a sense of betrayal on one side of the other. Yeah, you betrayed me. It's over with, friend.
All right, come on with it.
Makes your head bad.
I got some deep stuff for you. I know. I want you to give your 2 cents about these jumps here. Come on.
So you're saying it's painful to discover that someone you thought shared your values and was open and honest with you has turned out to not to be what you thought.
Mm, what you think about that
Amen.
one?
I just elaborated on that. It's hurtful when you thought that this person shares your same type of values. You don't have like the same goals in life, but your friendship or compassion for life and people are similar. You have these connections, but only to find out it was fake. You don't have the same thing that I wanted. You've been on some more stuff. And it just came out when I think the pandemic brought everything to a head.
Yeah.
The pandemic showed people true colors of life in itself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you another thing the pandemic showed. It showed a lot of ladies that they were side chicks. They showed a lot of ladies that um who was which ones really had a man and didn't.
Right.
Who had to go home to his wife for real.
Right.
Um how lonely this world can be once shit hit the fan. Because a lot of people woke up and found out that the people that they thought that was around them um wasn't the same people at the end. Like a lot of people found out when the pandemic came, like you was calling people and they wasn't answering the phone no more because they couldn't. They was
Right. They at home with a
and
significant other.
yeah, when the pandemic was out, they was able to
And
run.
they were scared to fool with you because you could have had COVID. Then they'll take it home to them
Right,
and their family.
right. So they was like,
I can't fool
I
with
went
you
over
right
there the
now.
other day. Somebody coughed. They be like, go ahead, with Ruben.
LaRuben said, in my opinion, there is no such person as a best friend. Who I see in the mirror be mine. Look, when we talk about best friends, LaRuben, it's like people you value above other friends in your life. Like someone you have friends with, have fun with, somebody you can trust, somebody you confide in. You said you're married. So I know you have pillow talk with your best friend, I hope.
Well, and then he got married right after the pandemic, so I think that would maybe been the perfect time or the best time for some
To get
people
married.
because you actually was around somebody that you had to be around with
And you
for
had
a
to get to
while,
know
and,
this
and if
person.
you like them that long through the
During the
pandemic,
pandemic, you good.
you might be able to make it. But I don't know. Tom Brady made it through the pandemic and he done. Okay. He's cooked. So there's a lot of people made it through the pandemic and it just ain't over with yet. So I ain't gonna just act like that it can't be. So I mean, people
You
can
didn't
see
even have to bring Tom up in there, honey.
hey,
You just let him be.
come on,
Because their thing is on some more
come
stuff.
on with this knuckle. Come on with this knuckle. We're gonna be getting it.
But River said the pandemic exposed the truth. That's what we're saying. But if your friend denies responsibility or tries to downplay and negate your feelings, try putting what you're thinking into words anyway. So when they feel like what you're saying is irrelevant, put your thinking in the words. Like, hey, like what I'm saying or responsibility of how you acting as my friend is irrelevant.
Mm,
You better dissect that thing.
damn, what about this?
Talking what doesn't
Take
belong
it.
to you, taking what doesn't belong to you. What you mean by that?
You know, stealing. Sometimes, like stealing. Some people stole people girlfriends,
Oh
stole
Lord.
boyfriends, taking stuff that don't
You ever took your friend girlfriend?
no,
Okay, so what?
no. No, I'm just telling you what happened.
Has a friend ever taken your girlfriend?
No, I ain't got no
So
case.
people do it?
I ain't got no murder case.
What girlfriend? Stop it.
I mean, I mean, I'm gonna tell you.
Because if you got
I know.
community stuff, it's community. So you can't even get mad
All
at
right,
stuff
well,
like that.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. And I told somebody that I told somebody this recently.
Let
Okay,
us hear.
if somebody, and I'm not gonna be the dude that sit back and say that if I had some suspicions of my girl, mess with this dude, she was like, "Oh, we just friends, and we just, oh no, no, you just tripping and this and that and blah 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 blah," and I fall back a little bit and I just say, "Okay, let me tell you something. If 2 years go by, 3 years go by, and I go somewhere." And I see y'all kissing and hugging and holding hands. I'm still gonna beat the shit out of both of y'all.
Why?
On
You
point.
already told us
On
before
point.
there's a
Listen,
2-week rule.
listen. Can I tell you something?
Let me hear.
On point. If you sit up and call yourself telling me that this wasn't it and this would never happen, and and I find out 2-3 years later, I'm gonna stomp the mud hole in both of y'all ass.
Wait,
On site.
you the one told us
On site.
that females should give men
listen.
2-week
You
rule.
know what she told me? This ain't gonna never happen. And it better not never happen.
Well, that's why we should never say never. We don't know who our knight in shining armor are or
Yeah.
is.
Okay, and we don't know when when God gonna take and bring us home, but it might be that damn day. So all consequences come with other reactions.
I
So
can't
hey.
see you right now. Loretta said that's crazy.
I'm telling you now.
Until it happened to him.
Chelsea in
Chelsea
the
showed up. What's up, Chelsea?
Dude. But you don't think that
that's not good because
that's not fair?
You already told us that women, we got a 2-week rule. Like if you break up,
no, everybody
2
don't.
weeks.
Everybody don't believe in it. Everybody don't believe in it.
So
what I'm saying is, I didn't say I'm gonna kill you. What I said, I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. Then I'm gonna drop some hammers on.
No, well, that's okay. Everybody can take a
I
little.
don't give a damn if I
Ain't
see it.
nothing.
Listen, I don't give a damn if I see it in church. If I'm in church,
Everybody can take a little space. We good.
Look, if I'm in church and my ex-girl is with her BFF or whoever she tried to fool me that was her BFF or her play brother or whatever, I'm gonna kick dirt around that thing.
But what if that's only what it was then?
It don't
and
matter.
it grew into something.
It don't matter. It's gonna grow into an ass whooping that day. He gonna go into a good ass whooping that day. Hey, look, if you plan on making that move, y'all need to move out of town because the town is too small for us.
But listen now, hold
No,
up.
that ain't not listen.
Well, hold up.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you do your now, but let me tell you something. Anybody that you mess with, you should be able to handle the consequences. If still like the town too small for certain stuff to happen. Okay, like if you know this dude, my best friend, and if we break up, you know the town too small for you be messing with my best friend, right? So listen, if you come to me and you start telling me how me and this dude, we've been knowing each other since the 3rd grade, we ain't never touched each other, we ain't gonna never touch each other. Okay, if I catch y'all touching, I'm gonna beat y'all ass because y'all lied to y'all and God. You lied to God, and now God coming through me to put them things on you. He using my hand.
That ain't even funny.
To bring wrath upon you.
Okay, well, say for instance, if it happened, right? But you moved on. You already got your new boo. You're good. Y'all rocking. Y'all good. Why would you even worry about who that person is with?
Listen. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm in church with my significant other. I'm gonna say, hey,
your new significant other.
Right. I'm gonna say, baby, I'll be right back. I got to go handle some business. Crank up the car.
Well, the good part about it, we know you want to be in church, so
look, she should know what type of dude I am. Pop. Nah, man, nah. Business got to be handled. All right, come on.
That ain't no business. Chelsea, are y'all going to start going live at 8 from here on out?
Yes, we're gonna start the 8 thing because the 9 and got too late to.
Wait a minute, what? When you do this?
What you mean? 8 o'clock. Until time change back. Then we'll go back to 9. I mean, it was 8 last year. Or we can do 8:30. Which way? Well, let's do it online. Which one better for everybody? 8:30, 9. What everybody like it at 9, 8:30. You know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock, 8:15. Let's work it.
No, who gave you this new time? Told you to go back to 8 o'clock. That's what I'm trying to see.
Well, thanks for letting me know. Huh?
Right, because people just coming on now. Nina
Well,
and Chelsea.
I understand.
You didn't even let nobody know. You fired.
It's on the. It's on the.
You still fired.
It's on the title.
You did a quick switch up.
If they had paid attention, it's at 8 o'clock tonight. It said it on there.
You better appease everybody, not one person. So that's not cool. Work on it.
Hey, look.
Appease everybody, not one person.
Okay. If everybody do it, tell me now.
9.
Listen, do people want? Do people like 8 o'clock or do people like 9 o'clock?
9.
We're gonna let the people decide.
Well, I'm a people too. My first vote, I said 9. So
she said 9. I'm a night owl. I hate. All right, if we get a couple, I want to see if anybody like 8. Cause golly, everybody 9 o'clock now. I guess if everybody want 9, then I can go back to 9. I was just, I didn't know.
Tripping.
I didn't know.
Trying to let somebody deter you. No, you didn't even discuss this with the board of trustee. You just made your own decision.
She said what I said, 9.
So what are you doing? You had affected me.
Okay, if y'all feel, I hope we got some 8 o'clock people jump up in here. Don't nobody say 8 o'clock.
The person that whispered.
Ain't nobody gonna say 8 o'clock.
Nope.
Somebody say 8 o'clock. Okay. All right, come on. Boom. Next subject. Come on.
Expect more oftentimes we are set up for the most disappointment by expecting things from others.
Yeah, right. Make all these
Right, the whole board of trustee wasn't even here. You just made this decision.
Oh, my bad. Golly, I didn't know people like 9. Hey. I didn't know. 9 good with me. I mean, hey, I didn't know. Look, evolution. I know how to evolve with the people. If the people want 9, it will be
fight 9. The power.
It will be 9.
Right.
Okay, what you think about that one?
Expecting more often, we are set up for the most disappointment by expecting things from others. Yeah. Because a lot of times we expect what we give to people. And all the time you don't get that.
Yeah. I say that all the time. I say, sometimes we say, well, if it was me, I'd have gave them this money. I'd have did this, I'd have did that. But you can't expect everybody
to move like you move. You
right.
can't.
They can't. Because everybody don't have the same income, the same time, the same will,
the same goals or wishes to work like you work.
Right. So a lot of people ain't got the same thing. Mm-hmm. What Ruben said.
Well, Ruben said, real talk says true friendship don't exist anymore. No more questions. Do you have a best friend? Yeah.
Well, I have a couple of best friends, and I wouldn't trade them in for the world. Because once you find some dudes that's truly down, I mean, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't even what's the name? You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? My best friend is family. My sister. My sister is my best friend. And I've seen her not waver, not change. We fight go off on each other, hang up on the phone, and call each other right back. You done being mad type of thing. We talk about any and everything like a real friend.
Well, y'all different because me and my friends, we never hang up on each other.
We hang up because
if it hang up,
emotional. We are emotional women. What do you mean? Guys better not.
If the phone hang up, we know it was the phone. It wasn't there one of us.
No, I hung up.
We stand up in the phone. We stand up in the phone with each other. We be like, wood. I'll be over there in a minute. All right, bring your ass. We those type of friends out there. Bring your ass over here then. Come on, nigga.
Me and my sister, we talk this junk, and then I don't just hang up without saying bye. I just hang up abruptly, like, I'll call you back. Click. Yeah. I don't just hang up in her face while she's talking or just hang up and not saying bye. But I'm just saying we fuss and fight because if she's telling me the truth, sometimes I don't like to hear the truth. Well, vice versa. But it's okay. That's my friend. Mm-hmm. Family can be friends. You have family that don't even associate with each other.
You see, I already put a new what's name up down there. I'm ready to rock and roll. Come on.
I see you ready to get on. Refusal to see both sides, since enemies aren't just made from you being upset at someone. You must equally be aware of how others may see you. Yeah.
Break that down. Break that down. You need to break that down for me. I don't know how that.
No, you tell us what it means.
You don't know what it means? Or you just want me to do it?
I like to hear from you.
Okay. Look at that. So refusal to see both sides. Since enemies aren't just made from you being upset at someone, you must equally be aware of how others may see you. So what it's trying to say in so many words is sometimes your ass is fault because y'all them broke up. Sometimes we can't see the fault in us. Sometimes we can't see ego.
Why? Because you're doing this. You did.
And you don't realize how many fingers pointing back at you while you pointing the finger. Because sometimes we don't know. We don't know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we get out there and we might say, oh, this joker ain't no friend, this and that. But why they ain't no friend? Because you said it? Or is they truly wasn't being a friend? And sometimes we category friends, like they didn't let me borrow $200 when I needed. They didn't pay my light bill when I needed. They didn't give me a ride, even though they told me their car was broke down. I mean, sometimes we feel like if you're a friend and I need you, if you can't come when I need you, you ain't my friend no more. And sometimes it ain't always true. They can come tomorrow, but they can't come today. You gonna make your friend lose their job if they
right. That'd be fine. Will you pay their bills? Nope.
Right. And that part. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of this stuff.
See, 9 o'clock. That's what we need.
Well, Black Queen in his house.
Hello.
When you want it. And look, Black Queen, when you want to start? 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock?
The show. What time would you like the show to start?
8 or 9? Look, Ruben, what time you want the show to start? 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? I need to know from all the people. Okay, my bad. Go ahead, read the room. You hear me? Read the room.
He said, this real talk family, unless your best friend who you see in the mirror, you can never know the true definition of friendship.
Yeah. He's saying himself. He only is friends with himself. Ain't you your best friend and your wife, man?
That's what I just told him a minute ago. And he has not acknowledged
I
that.
guess he don't
If
see.
you said I do, you need to work on making your wife
He
your
might
best
not.
friend.
He might not see her as the best friend.
Well, you need to work on that. You got to
Hey,
do better, Ruben.
maybe
You
he just
got
see
to
it
do
how
better.
he feel.
Look, you got to do better.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
ahead
who
of you
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Nine, your
something
time is good.
happened. Okay.
So she can be in settled and
Uh-oh.
relaxed.
We got one person said 8 o'clock. Gone.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now.
You wrong with it. You wrong with it. I don't think she like that, Ruben, your 8 o'clock. But stuff like
It's
that.
okay. It's just one against 4 or 5 so far. So we're waiting to see.
Wow. Come on, read that one then.
Lack of discussion. The simplest answer is often the correct answer. If you don't talk about the things that bother you, you are setting yourself up to make errors in your choices and actions.
What you think about break that one down? Now you don't want to break that one down either. Come on
Well,
now.
I kind of guess that it means like lack of discussing your friendship or what you want or expectations from the person. Like just talking simply. So
Yeah.
if you don't let the person know what you're doing bother me and it can be settled, then
Right.
hey, it may not be the person for you. They are that season, not the reason.
Yeah.
Or
Sometimes,
they reason, not the season.
yeah, sometimes we don't even realize that part. Sometimes we don't even realize how we moving.
How what?
How we moving. Hey, look. Chelsea said, "La Ruben, you suck."
He
Boo.
got a thrown tomato.
And he said, "A wife is a wife." So I don't think he feel like his wife is his best friend.
Oh wow.
What?
Well, got the
What?
be more careful.
I mean, maybe she just his what they call
His
it?
wife. She just his
No,
wife.
what they call it? The helpmate.
She just married to him. That's all that is. And that's
No, it's a helpmate. Why you couldn't say that?
she just married to him.
Why you got to be?
Helpmate. No, he said a wife is a wife
What is the what's the definition of wife in the what's name then?
because she said I do to death do her part.
I need to know what's the definition of a wife because I think that would help us a little bit. Let me see. 'Cause y'all throwing Ruben under the bus.
No, he threw himself under there because he said his wife is not his best friend. He said a wife is just a wife.
Okay, let's see. Definition of a wife.
She just married to him.
Look like it just saying an old lady or something. Or something. Said ball and chain. A
Wait
wife,
a minute, what you got? Let me see.
kindergartner, spouse, partner, mate, woman, bride.
Right, that's all a
What
wife.
the hell?
He said a wife is just a wife. So she's just a wife to him and nothing else.
Duties of a wife.
So when you
She's a,
talk about the role of
Watch this. Watch this.
a role is different.
Okay, watch this. What are the duties of a wife? A wife, as a wife, she is expected to serve her husband, prepare food, clothes, and other personal needs. As a mother, she is asked to take care of the children and their needs, including education. As a worker, she has to be a professional, disciplined, and a good employee. That's it. So I guess a wife is just a wife.
I guess that's why we not married around here.
True meaning of a wife, a married woman, especially when considered into a relationship, her partner. I mean, hey, that ain't said nothing special yet. I'm trying. I'm walking it down. Okay, what the Bible say for a wife?
There you go.
Peter. I got to preach like they say in the what's name, verse 1. Let's see. Peter. Hold on. I'm gonna put it up here because you swear down that I'm cheating, like I'm saying something ain't them. Let me go, because I don't want nobody to think I'm lying or something. Let me make sure this thing big enough. Oh yeah, it's big enough. Think so. All right, let me take the Reuben comment down. Let me see. All right. You ready? Read it.
1 Peter 3:7 says, in the same way, your husband must give honor to your wife. Treat your wife with understanding as you
Dang.
live together.
Hold on a second. I don't know where am I there. All right, come on. Go ahead.
1 Peter 3:7 says, in the same way, your husband must give honor to your wives. Treat your wife with understanding as you live together. She may be weaker than you are, but she is your equal partner in God's gift of new life. Treat her as you should, so your prayers will not be hindered.
Okay. All right, we back to and LaRue said 9 is good. All right. He gave up after y'all what's name? All right. Go ahead with Black Queen.
Queen said, what's understood in the beginning should have to be explained later. Those conversations should be discussed early, and they should. And we're talking about friends. And a lot of times we get to find the laughter, fun, enjoyment of people that we meet. We don't get to know their deep secrets. They may be serial killers around here. And you entrusting these people. And then you don't know the person's ulterior motive or why they came into your life. All of a sudden you got this new friend. We don't know. We have to be careful. If you my friend, why get married?
Helpmate. That's what they say. All right, let me see. Uh-oh.
She is man covering made from his rib.
Uh-oh, this finna get
The same thing I said.
You're not getting. I don't think you're gonna get away with doing, Ruben.
I don't know. I'm just trying to see what type of marriage you get. I hope it lasts another year,
Yeah, I think
2 or 3 or 4 or 10,
one man.
because you got you a good one.
Was anybody married? He said he think Peter was the only one married. Is that true?
No, they talked about Peter in the New Testament.
Moses was married, right?
In the Old Testament, there were plenty of men that had wives. So,
Well, what
no.
about New Testament?
Well, the New Testament, Peter was married.
No, I'm talking about anybody else was married.
Yeah, there were other people married.
Name one. Just
John,
name. John was married. What about Joseph?
he got married.
What about John? Okay.
We just said that.
Okay. It was a couple of Johns, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't much. One John back in the day. Man,
It's enough. You know, there are some things that happen where
Oh, there it is. He done answered y'all now. He came back with that one.
he said a wife is more special than anyone in your life, including your parents. You and her become one in God's eyes. The little G God, you right.
And see,
Okay.
look what he said. Which John? Just like I said.
Okay, what was John last night since you said which one? Was it John Smith, Johnson, Smith, Jones? What was it?
I
Since you
know
want to say one, there's John in the book of the Bible,
John.
Saint John.
John
Then there
Simon.
was John 1, 2, and 3. So what you mean?
What's up, Erica? In
What's
the
up, Erica? Come on
house.
in here and get Reuben together.
You
He
said,
said his
you
wife
said
is
it
not
was
his
John.
friend, she's
It
his
was
wife.
you said it was a John 1, 2, and 3. What'd you say?
We talking about the books.
Oh, how many John books it was?
I just told you.
1, 2, and 3.
There's a John 1, 2, and 3.
Was they written by the
Then
same
there's
John?
Saint John.
Was they written by the same John?
Apparently, it was life things done.
Oh, okay. We'll hold you to that now.
You ain't gotta hold me to nothing. Everything that you need to know, what you need to do.
Let me see.
Read about it.
How many Johns was in the Bible? Five of them. 5 of them.
Well,
I knew
I just named 4.
I knew it was more than one John.
I just named 4. So what you mean?
Well, no, you said it was the same John. It said 5.
I said it was the same John. I said there was John 1, 2, and 3, and Saint John.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I said.
hold on. I asked you, was it the same John? And you said you think so. And right here it says at least 5 unique Johns that are mentioned in the text of the New Testament itself.
Okay. John the Baptist, apostle, evangelist, Thomas,
Well,
what? Disciples. What you mean?
To this thing, boy. Well, it is something else going.
There you go. You about to go left with the Bible. You love to talk about it. Something
I
you
didn't,
don't
I
believe
didn't
in.
even, I didn't even go left. I was
You
just
trying.
trying to figure out, trying to figure out. Let me do this though. Was Jesus married?
You already know the answer. Why did you do that? Erica said I could name them all, male and female version. Erica, tell us the names, baby. Tell us. I want to hear it. She crazy. Right.
In the back. What did he say? He said, as which was married. Which John was married? Oh, he asked which John was married.
Right. He said you asked. Because I don't know.
Which John was married in the Bible? Okay. What is it? A unique Gospel of John about a wedding at Canaan attended by Jesus and his disciples.
And then that's where the water was turned to wine, right? But who wedding was that?
I don't know, because I did that at a wedding not too long ago, turned the water to wine. They ain't had nothing but water there. And I burned the wine. Okay. All right, but let me see. She said, girl, don't argue with him. Now that supposed to click on by now. What's going on? Let me see. All right. What'd she say?
Erica said, old as he is and know it all, he should have knew. Jill said, oh hell no, he did. We got to go to revival this time. That's the same damn thing I was saying. Like, oh, why? What?
Who was the Apostle John's wife? Apostle John. Let me see.
Let it go.
No, I was just looking.
Okay.
Wife of Zambidi, mother of
Black Queen said, "You play all day."
Okay. Dad first.
He's not even listening to us.
Okay,
It's
thanks.
with revival is about to start.
Nah, I'm gonna get back on the subject now. Still my dog. Still my dog.
Woof, woof.
Here got a new one. I don't put it at the bottom.
Okay, let me read this book. Holding grudges. Oftentimes, we're holding grudges toward people who don't even realize that we are upset with them. It then becomes our responsibility to learn to let go. You can decide to stay mad. So, when you lose friends that you grew up with, do you stay mad because you grew out of each other, or you count that all joy? What would you do?
When you lose friends, I mean, it's
Yeah,
according on how you
because you grew up with them, or they were your friend for that time. You
It's
don't
according-
need to be mad.
Sometimes according on how you lost them. I ain't gonna even lie. It's according on how you lost them sometimes.
So who lost?
Nothing how you lost a friend.
Oh,
It's according on how you lost them. Sometimes you lose a friend and because they turned on you or they did something wrong to you and
they snitched or something, or took your wife.
right. If they ain't never make it up to you or y'all ain't never what's name, yeah, you might be still mad or you still just don't mess with them and you be like, I don't fuck
But
with it.
grudgingly is not good to have. It can be a damper on your life for
Hey.
your stress level.
You know what? I think I don't, and I think that's a good thing about me. I don't think I hold many grudges. I just think I've been happy on to move on and realize people is just people, and people are different, and you're gonna run across some bad ones. You're gonna run across some good ones, and just try to stick around the good ones better than you stick around the bad ones.
And just like that, you're okay.
I
So
mean,
you don't have an ill will towards a person where you think like, oh, I'm not dealing with this person because of what they did to me here or then.
oh
Neither is
yeah.
here.
I mean,
That's a grudge.
no, that's being smart. They done fucked me up one time. They subject to fuck me up again.
So it's a difference from
Dealing with them,
dealing with them
talking to them is two
holding a
different things.
grudge.
Speaking to them, being cordial, and dealing with them is two different things. Like it's family members out here. You know not to even let them borrow $20. They ain't gonna never pay you back. Is that being smart? Not letting them to borrow $20 because you know how they is.
Well, that's smart and that's different. But when you can't let go of something because you are angry about something, still a resentment
Well, I'm
towards them
angry
because
about
they
my
did you
family.
wrong.
I'm angry about my family member not never paying me back my $20 instead of asking me for
Okay, well
$20.
you got that grudge then.
But
That's your grudge.
hey,
It is what it is.
uh-oh.
She said the you care for the most will become that worst enemy. A woman eventually end up sleeping with enemy when she got good bedroom skills.
I ain't gonna get drawn into that one.
I am not. I'm not fooling with you, Eric. You trying to set us up?
Yeah, she almost set me up on that one. I almost got drawn in there. I was like, That's then you know who I thought about? I said, that's Erica. Nah, they ain't gonna do me like that. She tried though. She almost got me. Go ahead.
Chelsea says she doesn't hold grudges anymore. I just separate myself from that situation. I saw this quote that said, "We judge others by actions. We judge ourselves by intentions. That changed my perspective on a lot of things,
Right.
and we should.
And sometimes,
So you can't react to those people you have a vendetta against or an issue. You got to get past it. Don't let nothing
and
bear your kindness or your peace down because of what somebody else did. So they got this mark on your life for a long time. If you every time you seem like, oh, I can't stand him. This part, oh, I can't do this with him. If you can be cordial, you're getting past that.
look, sometimes me and Chelsea, we get into these deep discussions and we be talking to each other and we be getting in these deep discussions and she be spitting all that fire game and stuff and I be like, girl, how old you is again? And then she be listening to me and then I be spitting at them that she understand my perspective. So
She
sometimes
understand her elders, yeah.
oh, sometimes we get into that thing and both of us can understand both points. And it's just a beautiful thing.
It is. It sounds beautiful.
Look at Erica. She knew she was trying to bait us up. She knew it. Like I almost got him. I almost got him. You know, look. I'm like that dude with the fishing reel. You gotta be a little bit quicker than that.
Was that a insurance commercial or something?
Yeah. Look, she almost got us, boy. She almost threw us all the way left.
We tried.
We were about to be left.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you wasn't going?
Not tonight.
Oh, okay. So, holding grudges. Bam. Got a number for you.
Letting your ego get the better of you, the most common way we make enemies is by losing friends. According to that friend that's lost, but according to yourself, that's my peace. Bye.
Hell, I gotta change that. What's none? Let me see. Let me get back over here. Go on, read that. That new one.
She said, "Well, go back, please." I guess that's back or
You said what happened?
what Erica said.
No,
We just read that. Letting go of your ego get the better of you. The most common way to make enemies is by losing friends. I just read that.
I said we're gonna go box then. I thought maybe she was talking about box.
Well, that's what I thought she was saying.
Cause ain't no X in back.
That's right.
So I was thinking about boxing. All she was missing was an O.
Okay. Well, let's go box, please.
Now with that back to my comment. So now we're using the X as an X.
He said, the why you care for most will become that worst enemy. A woman eventually end up sleeping with the enemy when she got good bedroom skills. Is that what you needed?
What you mean? I mean, what she was saying about that. What
why you care for the most will become that worst enemy. So the worst enemy is like, why should you even care? She said a woman eventually end up sleeping with the enemy when she got that good bedroom sex. Like, you sleep with the enemy because you know what you do. You just want to go and flip them off, I guess.
No, that's called prostitution.
How? I didn't say nothing about pay.
No, that's when you sleeping with the enemy and you know they the enemy, you must be getting paid. Something must be getting transactional if you sleeping with.
It's called payback.
I guess. Read that.
He said, "Be she the enemy all the time?"
I think he mean be sleeping with the enemy all the time. Go ahead. What she say?
She said, "No, that man won't believe in her. Thinks she's sleeping around. He knows."
No, that man won't believe in her. Think he's sleeping. I mean, see. I think when Erica be talking, sometimes she kind of forget like words she be really wanting to say because I done made it this far and I don't know what that mean. I don't know what the last comment mean, and I don't know what the comment before that mean. So I want you to clean up all this in one paragraph, Erica. Straighten us out. Let us know what you're really trying to say,
And
baby.
Ruben, you do the same. Just talk in
Uncoded language.
look, no third person term. Just talk to us. You do the same thing, Ruben. Let me know what you mean by be she the enemy all the time.
Because I have no idea what some of this stuff be saying sometimes. Sometimes I just be like, what? What happened? Okay. I'm waiting on this comment because
I am too. I want to know. I want to know.
me too. I want to know what's going on. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's nothing wrong with liking and sharing.
Send some love.
Sharing is caring. Only person that thinks sharing is not caring is ladies. Okay, but
You said it out your mouth. We give y'all the most care in the world. Did you just say that?
all right. Now let's see what she said.
She said, "No, the comments are being read 5 topics later." Oh,
I don't understand.
she was saying that when she gave the comment, it was pertaining to probably something wrong.
Oh, okay. I got you.
We apologize. We kind of got a little sidetracked because, we have somebody that always run their mouth extensively.
You right. So if you calm down on running your mouth, we can get through these topics real quick.
We know who the motor mouth is. Mr. Who? Mr. Who?
So I'm just saying that. So well, that's all I got. What are you? Let's see what she got.
According to the topic, when I came in, I'm coming in topic first.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then Erica, we do apologize.
We be throwing ourselves
Mr. Know-it-all took it upon himself to change his time today for today's show from 9 p.m. to 8 p.m. And so many people are used to the 9 p.m. time. So we have people to join in late at 9 when we actually started at 8 p.m. So we took a little poll and we showed him that majority of the people on the show tonight prefer 9 p.m. And that may have been maybe one person that says 8. Oh, but I'm not calling out Lil Ruben, but I'm just saying he said 9 is okay too.
Call out my boy right now. Shouts out to Jerry in his house.
What's up, Jerry? So, hey, Erica, we back on 9. We back to the night owl time, Chelsea.
Yeah, I've tried to start at 9, and then at 8, and they told me, did Erica say she liked 9 o'clock too?
Erica, would you prefer 8 or 9 p.m. for the show?
Would you prefer 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? We need to know because inquiring minds want to know before we get off this thing.
Right, like me. I want to know 8 or 9 is good for you, Erica.
Cause LaRuben said it don't matter to him. He like 8, but then 9, it don't matter. It don't
He ain't doing nothing. He don't have a best friend. He just got a wife.
matter. That's how you gonna do LaRuben.
Yes, LaRuben said his wife, just his wife.
I need to learn hood translation. I be see that's that BS right there.
Look, it is the holiday.
Yeah, man, it's fine.
Good. Thank you, Erica.
Everybody want their shows to be out first. I think this is okay.
Yeah, you know, 9 o'clock is the wind down time. You get your cup, you do your smoke, you sit back, watch your news afterward. Oh, news come on later. But hey, you relaxed. You just doing winding down time. You reading your book, you got that out the way, whatever, you know.
Okay.
9 is a good time.
All right.
That was smooth. But that's okay. You did it, not me.
All right. Let me see. The final thing you need to read is pie.
Well, good night. See you guys next Monday and Tuesday at 9 p.m. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing.
Don't cost a thing if you don't got that swing. Whoop that whoop the whoop the whoop the whoop.
That part.
Yeah. All right. How they say? Good night, y'all.
Good night and have a safe and
Man, have a
family time. Thanksgiving.
have
Gobble,
a nice Thanksgiving
gobble, gobble.
and all that good stuff. I think I'm gonna start boycotting either Nike or Adidas. I don't think I'm buying no more of their stuff. They just treating our people all bad and stuff.
Why? What happened? You got to tell us about it. What happened right quick?
Yeah, I mean, you know, how they treated Kyrie Irving. You know, if person, you know, people always talk about forgiveness, but if you feel like if somebody mess up and you just get rid of them, or, you know, because you feel like they stepped across the line, just by
because they voiced their thought on something.
No,
that
not even they thought. They didn't voice no thought. They shared a link, a movie that was on.
And then he didn't even play or have comments on it. Right. That was terrible.
So, I mean, I just feel like Nike then kind of birthday, what's the name with me? I will be actively looking for new and modern, up-to-date, you know, shoe type places.
Well, why don't you introduce that? Let's boycott Nike.
Yeah.
And because if we stop buying from them, those would be terrible.
And Adidas, how they doing yay, but because of exposing a lot of truth and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like
get on your job, Mayor.
Hey, sometimes we just got to do what's better for us. You know, sometimes they feel like they can give a little money and control the masses.
Of course. That's the life we all live right now.
Fight back.
Erica said you need to host a dating game for next year. Oh, that sounds nice. Let's do it.
Well, we need to host a dating game. What next show? No, I'm just saying.
Well, you know, people have to be like Christmas gifts, so guys usually hide into Valentine's Day.
There's a lot of single people who didn't find a boo for August. What August got to do with finding a boo?
Well, what about a boo before Thanksgiving? We have to take somebody to our family event.
I think a lot of people just want a boo before Christmas.
No, before Thanksgiving, we have to take somebody to our family gathering. What you mean?
Oh, I didn't even know y'all felt about Thanksgiving like that.
We have to take somebody to the family gathering. Like we have somebody.
It's too short now. It's gonna be some long stuff. There's gonna be some long shows around here. There's 2 more days, player. And they ain't gonna get that lucky. If you found a whole man in 2 days, you good. But we will work on Christmas and work on y'all for Valentine's Day, and we'll try to get all them Valentine things in and stuff like this, so we can get all these women hooked up and have a little man, and we'll try to hook them up with some men with some money around this thing, you
That
know,
part.
good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we want money. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, okay. That was a loop came out of me.
Well, yeah, you forgot about it. What's that? Let me say, we want some meat in the homeless
Not
like
me.
it
That
is
was you, Bob.
thing. They call it, but we call it we all line up. Oh, okay, my bad, my bad.
Here we come. Choo choo. Let them ride the train. Let them ride the choo
I,
choo.
I guess I didn't listen to Luke as much as I thought I did. You know,
Yeah, I did.
they came in an era and we watched them, then it was over.
And then what was it called? The Amtrak? What you say?
Like this. Yeah, but the MC Shadi. MC Shadi. Come on, shake it. Come on, shake it. Okay. We're gonna get into this old school. Happy Thanksgiving to all.
Happy
And
go.
we appreciate y'all and all that good stuff. And you know, it it just hey, we love y'all. See y'all next week, next Monday and Tuesday. You see it down there at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
I had to change it back because y'all acting funny. At 9 o'clock, Monday and Tuesday. We will see you next week. I don't know if we're gonna do a special show or whatever. That's on.
What? Okay.
What's
Every
that?
day, every
What's that?
show,
You got to cook, huh?
every show is special.
Well, didn't you say you was cooking?
I plan to.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Give me something to eat. All right.
To cook.
Enough with the BS. How they say?
Linda, listen,
You.
listen, Linda, listen.
Okay, what?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you. Got him! Got him!
Good night.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
Great, good Migos. What was his name again? That was dude. That was name because it can be
Was it Takeoff? What was it?
yeah, Takeoff. Well, Takeoff. They be having some names, boy.
I know. I wonder what they taking off. Hopefully his shoes.
It would be you, the one that what they taking off. Yeah, and we're gonna leave that on that note. See y'all later. Shouts out to all the strippers that Felicia like and all the people around here that she do to Texas. Okay, all right. Shouts out, y'all. See y'all next time.
Next week. Happy holidays, everybody.
All right. Peace.